Hello there. While I ending a video I'm working on, I noticed a YouTuber who, react to TonySonic, anything wrong with videos, which I find with that, except I will explain and show clips what I talk about. Without further ado, let's react to it.
You know what? I'm a political blogger. I already talk about politics enough. I think I'm going to commentate on something apolitical today. And I have found the perfect topic to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, meet TonySonic, a YouTuber who is a massive Sonic fan, which we both have in common, and who has done various Everything Wrong with parodies on Shari5's Everything Wrong with parodies of various video games, mostly Sonic. The specific video I'm going to be covering is his Everything Wrong with on Shari5's classic Sonic videos, in which he responds to Shari5's videos on Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic CD, and Sonic Spinball. So, with all of that said, let's get into this.
Why react to anything wrong with Char 5, anything wrong with Sonic Classic games? What it could do with, the first video of TonySonic, which he explained why he's doing it? I mean, seriously, it's right there. Unless you're one of those people afraid of, copyright. I hate copyright. Anyway, continue on.
I feel like I should make a joke about the Keen Master watermark, but I honestly can't think of anything.
Yeah, so, what's the point of that? It makes sense to show us what he's using, mate. Seriously, what's a Cybertron? Also, what joke you about to use? No, seriously, what the joke you're about to use? You didn't comment that in the description, mate.
Ow, my eyes! What do I even look at?
Okay, Tony, this display looks terrible. All you essentially did was just put your own sin counter at the top of the video, which is a bit of an issue because now I can't see Shari's sin counter. Wouldn't it have made more sense to change the resolution of the video so it could fit your sin counter as well as Shari's? Just saying.
Yeah, that is a bit off and confusing, except his videos after this one, he did, explain that Charlie's video sin counter is strangely off for some reason. Like, seriously. Also, I said that you should check Tony's first video, Mike? Yeah, he explained who he inspired by. And who inspired? The Birdman, who had the same way, just had the bond be covered up. And yes, just like TonySonic, he's also pointing out that Simon's sin counter errors. But also timer at some point at these videos as well.
Okay, I've heard several people complain about this part, but as someone who's played Sonic 1 a bunch, I've never had this problem, so what gives?
You've never had what problem? The only thing Shari said was that he personally felt the special stages didn't look very good. Are you saying you've never had issues looking at them? Okay, well, how does that disprove Shari's point? Especially considering Shari's point was entirely subjective.
Then you need a hearing aid practice clearly because he said
Ow, my eyes! What do I even look at?
he is talking about his eyes are aching from the bright light from the special zone. You donkey.
So, wait, you give us this wall that we're supposed to roll into, but you didn't give us an easier way to dash while spinning into it?
Come on, that's more than enough space to work up a roll.
Really? Because the footage clearly showed Shari attempting to roll and only breaking through about half of the wall.
Yeah, but Chara 5 wanna go all the way through the wall, mate. Which, if you watch TonySonic's videos, you realize Charlie is a big crying baby, mate.
So, wait, you give us this wall that we're supposed to roll into, but you didn't give us an easier way to dash while spinning into it? You put the special stage ring right after the goalpost, which takes away my control after I touch it?
It is possible to run back to it if you're fast enough.
Okay, I assume you're referring to that glitch where if you jump at the right time, you can walk around the end screen while it's loading the next level and while it's calculating your points and all that. And if that is what you're referring to, you do know that's a glitch, right? As in something the programmers didn't intend to happen?
As I said before, he is a big crying baby. He's bitching about it every time making a video, mate. Ugh. Also, you mentioned a glitch involved with that golden ring, which I checked it up, and there's no sign of that glitch. I mean, seriously, the only closest thing is the debug mode glitch. But that's it. That's just a debug mode, not an actual gameplay mode, mate. So, what are you talking about, mate? Seriously, what you talking about?
Did you like the high-speed platforming and fun level design of Green Hill Zone? Great! F*** you, here's slow-ass Marble Zone.
That's called variety.
I guess, but Shari's point was more that it was a very jarring change. Especially when you consider how fast Green Hill Zone was compared to how slow Marble Zone was. The issue at hand is not that Marble Zone is different from Green Hill Zone, it's that the game suddenly shifts from Green Hill Zone to a zone that is incredibly different.
Yeah, but I said before, Charlie is, well, acting like a Karen, and never cares it is perfect. Seriously. Also, what the heck is going on in your background? What the heck?
Well, that's boring. That's slightly less boring.
Wait, this special stage is different from the last one I failed at. I have to cycle through special stages? How can I practice them?
You can't, and you should get used to it because several subsequent Sonic games don't let you practice the special stages.
Okay, well that doesn't exactly disprove Shari's point. Yeah, that's the case in other Sonic games. That doesn't mean it's still not a problem. For that matter, let's actually talk about the games you used as examples. Your example of Sonic Advance, I guess, works. However, you ignore the fact that in Sonic Advance, the Chaos Emeralds are tied to each of the 7 zones. Hence why you can only get the Chaos Emerald in that specific zone. Meanwhile, your comparison to Sonic 3 ampersand Knuckles just doesn't work, because although the special stages do cycle in that game, you have many more chances to get them than you do in Sonic 1. For those who don't know, in Sonic 1 you can only get one special stage in the first 2 acts of each zone except Scrap Brain, so you have 10 chances to get all 6 Chaos Emeralds. In 3 ampersand Knuckles, how many special stages you can get in every level varies from level to level, but there are overall 77 special rings, meaning you have 77 chances to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds and all 7 Super Emeralds. Again, compared to the 10 you have to get the 6 Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 1.
Well, you had a point on the Sonic and Knuckles games, which, wow, TonySonic didn't realize that. But you mentioned Sonic Sonic Hedgehog 1. 10 rings. Yes, you get a second chance, but a chance is a chance. And that would be, slight sense, right? Plus, the only way to obtain summon the special rings is, collect 15 rings. Which some of the sounds alright, but others, nope.
Does that say cope? What, did you know I was having a hard time playing this game?
Chari points out things on the screen cliche. Also, you're struggling with Sonic 1? Sonic 1 is the simplest of the classic Sonic games. If you're struggling with this game, then you suck.
First off, nice elitism there, TonySonic. Can I touch it?
Really? Use the word turn for a female gay, mate? Really? I think there's a certain type of pirate doctrine. No, not that type of pirate. Nobody be cool at it. There we go. Learn how to talk to you, mate. Oh, and also...
Go to horny jail.
Second off, I like how you say it's the simplest, not the easiest, and then say it's an issue that Charmy is struggling with it. Again, even though simple and easy are not the same things. For example, the original Mega Man is an overall simpler game than, say, Mega Man 5 or 6. But most people would argue that the first Mega Man is harder than 5 or 6. Do you see the issue here?
Okay, I think we heard enough.
Okay. Why does Cybertron you choose Mega Man, the gun shooter game, as comparison to Sonic difficulty? You realize Sonic is a runner, which you had involved with the, spin attack. And Mega Man is a shooter, as in hold and shoot precision. Mate. Seriously, you can compare it to another game that has similar to Sonic, but no, you have to go for the gunner type of guy. Seriously. I mean...
Labyrinth Zone.
The meme is dead and it should feel dead.
What does that even mean? How do you feel dead? And yes, I know it's a Futurama reference, but the actual line was, your music is bad and you should feel bad, which makes sense because you can't actually feel bad. You can't feel dead, especially if you're a meme, meaning you don't even materially exist, nor can you feel anything.
Does he not know what the dead means? A dead meme means it's become innovative, whatever that word pronounce, and unfunny due to the age. Or overall cringe-worthy use. So you should check it out what the dead mean, mate. Seriously, it's a thing that is called Google. Look it up, mate. Look it up. How
the hell am I supposed to know to hold back in order to actually jump off this water slide?
You figure it out.
Well, I can't argue with that.
No need to sarcastic, mate.
This game was made in the era where games tell you almost nothing, so it's our only option.
Yeah, and that led to a variety of highly cryptic games that were badly designed because of just how cryptic they were. Super Pitfall, Milon's Secret Castle, Simon's Quest, all of these come to mind as examples.
Yeah, that is off. Except the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is a thing since 1991. Meaning that it's, doesn't have the question mark games that the 3D game does have, mate.
This isn't really a boss battle, this is just platforming.
I mean, you still have to hit Eggman, don't you?
No, you don't. You just have to survive the gauntlet and make it to the capsule at the end of the stage. You don't have to hit Eggman a single time to beat this boss. In fact, it's not really a boss so much as it is more an obstacle course, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you had a point on the, not really a boss fight, but a chase one. Exit is a YouTuber who, listed as, being a part of a boss battle. No, seriously, check it out, like.
Sound produce? I don't know if vegetables made sound in this game.
Heh funny. But seriously, typos aren't sins. They're nitpicks.
Okay, first off, nitpicks are sins. That's kind of how this whole format works. You're supposed to nitpick the product you're sinning. Second off, why aren't typos sins exactly? There's still something wrong with the product that therefore could count as an issue with it, so why can't they count as sins? Like I said to Keyblade Master, nitpicks aren't wrong, they're just minor and usually irrelevant to the overall quality of the product.
Yeah, except Chara 5 always, nitpicks anything on the games that he's doing. Seriously, he does. He's misusing it, mate. He's misusing it, mate. How? I don't know why Chara 5 is doing this. Nitpicks are not sin. Yeesh. Also, really? You still talk about the produce? Nitpicks, mate?
Discount Green Hill Zone.
Sorry, but that doesn't work since Emerald Hill is different in both looks and design.
How? They're both open green areas that exist to teach you how to play the game. They're also both fast-paced, and oh yeah, the second word in both of their names is literally the same. How are they different exactly?
Oh, I don't know, maybe, this, mate? Seriously, look at between them. One of them is mountain terrain with waterfall at the background, while the other is a lush green land. And yes, I know they're both called hills at the name, but doesn't mean you have to connect them as one. All Asian look at all country look at saying, you racist motherfucker.
Okay, how is that a boss?
Because it still attacks you, even though it's really slow, and you still have to attack it.
Wait, so your definition of a boss is just something that attacks you and something that you have to attack? You do know under that definition, basically every badnik in this game would count as a boss, right?
Oh boy. You need to stop compare one word or place or something that is out of order as same, mate. Stop that. Seriously, stop it. When he said it attacks you, TonySonic refer to the boss fight, not the Batnik fight. You know, these little robots. Ugh.
We are really fucking fairground or just bust out of the wall while I have very little time to react.
You really expected the bad guys to play fair? Not to mention the wall he breaks out of is colored a bit differently, which could tip you off.
How dare he want the game to have fair level design? Is it just me, or does this sound less like a response and more like apologetics?
No. Because TonySonic is act like a father to Chara 5 who act as a teenager, mate. A whiny brat, stupid child that doesn't grow up, mate. Who doesn't use bro attacks in Mario and Luigi? Doesn't use bro's attack in Mario and Luigi
games. For prime's sake.
Why are Sonic and Tails' names and faces plastered all over this casino? Do they own it? Who built this place?
Nobody cares!
Hey!
Nobody cares!
First off, lol XD funny media clip of SMG4. Second off, okay, so nobody cares, and therefore that's an issue because, again, the point of these videos is to be somewhat nitpicky. And even if you are right that nobody cares, that doesn't exactly prove Shari 5 wrong. You do understand that, right? Of course you don't.
You idiot. Charlie always question about anything, and TonySonic only seen him with that because Charlie never shut up. Even Sonic 06, which you should look it up at today, you realize that Charlie 5 always complain about it. So yeah, Charlie 5 deserve that sin. You idiot.
Oh, I guess there's just no boss. Act 3! What is this, Sonic 1?
While I will admit that Metropolis Zone is pretty hard by this game's standards, a third act isn't too bad considering it's the second last level of the game. No, Sky Chase and Death Egg Zone don't count as levels, more like chase sequences and final battlegrounds.
So, wait, Sky Chase doesn't count as a level because it's a chase sequence? So, does the first act of Marouge Saloon from Sonic Mania also not count as a level under this way of thinking? Oh, also, Shari's issue wasn't that the third act of Metropolis Zone was hard. I don't even know where you got that. It was that Metropolis Zone was the only zone in the game to have 3 acts.
Okay, first of all, it's pronounced Mirage, not Marouge. Where you get the O from, mate? There's no O in the word. I mean, seriously, we learned the word from the Transformer named Mirage, mate. Where you get the O from? Michael Bay brain? You. Second of all, what chase section are you talking about? The only section we do is flying around a plane, get shoot out of the gun. Yes, there's a gun in Sonic Mania. No, this is not the first one. And fighting this caterpillar thing before it got shut down in the first act. In the second act, at the end of the stage, we fight a clone of Fang. Yeah. What chase level are you talking about, mate? And also, if you play Sonic Advance 2, Scrap Brain Zone, you have some struggle at every area that you try to, encounter with. I mean, for prime's sake, this book really you in the worst way possible, mate. Seriously, did you even play Sonic the Hedgehog 2, mate?
What did you even think that laser was gonna do?
At least he didn't sit there like, oh, I guess it's time to die.
And? Do you actually have an argument against what Shari is saying? No? Okay. This video is terrible.
Well, if you pay attention to the footage you're using, you notice that Eggman is shooting. Meaning he is moving. Try to hit Sonic and Tails, mate. In other words, you blind. You donkey.
I can't believe they expect people to beat 2 bosses in a row, one which takes 8 hits and the other takes 16 with 0 rings. Not one damn safety net.
Well, excuse the game for wanting to give you a challenging final boss. I know someone's going to argue with me on this, but to that I say, man up and fight the damn robot.
So your entire argument basically comes down to get good, scrub. Okay.
Wow. Really? Really? As I said before, Charlie is a f***ing Karen. He doesn't give a damn that the game is perfect. I don't mind some, but others?
These special stages are disorienting as hell with their trippy-ass backgrounds in pseudo 3D.
Why would you focus on the background? That's not where the action is.
Because it's still part of the special stage, and it's incredibly, for lack of a better word, noticeable.
Also, speak for yourself with the pseudo 3D.
You know, say everything you want about Shari's videos, at least he's like giving reasons as to why he feels the way he does. Unlike you, who is just saying, well, I don't agree, and then calling it a day. Speak for yourself is not an argument. It's a statement, and a pretty obvious one at that. Like, yeah, obviously he's speaking for himself. Who else would he be speaking for exactly? But even if you don't agree, just pointing out that he is, in fact, speaking for himself doesn't disprove what he's saying. And yet, arguments like that, these sentence-long rebuttals that basically come down to know you. Or no, not even know you. I'm going to correct myself on that. It's more like, you're saying that. You don't even have the no, you're just saying you, and then calling it an argument, is most of your rebuttals, giant quotes, to Shari's claims. This video's incredibly infuriating because of that.
Okay, I think we heard enough.
As I said before, Charlie is a Karen.
That doesn't have a brain. I mean, for sake. You should watch Charlie's video. And after watching this, you realize what, or should I say, why Tony did. For sake.
Ugh, I need a drink.
This is factually the worst boss in Sonic the Hedgehog history.
Sonic 4's Metal Robotnik has entered the chat.
Quick question. How? The Metal Robotnik fight is, at the very least, a lot harder than the fight in Sonic CD that Shari is showing. If only because the Metal Robotnik boss can actually hurt you, while Robotnik in this fight has springs on his arms that can't hurt you. Now, I should note, this was most likely done because it's the first boss and it was meant to be a simple introduction to how the bosses in Sonic CD work. For those who don't know, Sonic CD's bosses are quite a bit different than the bosses in the other Sonic Genesis games. In the sense the goal isn't so much to just mindlessly hit Robotnik 8 times, as it is to go through this almost puzzle in order to figure out how exactly to hit Robotnik. Robotnik usually only goes down in a couple of hits, but actually hitting him is much harder in every CD boss than it would be in even the most difficult bosses in Sonic 1, 2, or 3 ampersand Knuckles. Sorry, I'm making a point more complicated than a simplistic quip, or, in the case of TonySonic, you argument. So, my mistake. Let's get back to the video.
I ain't about to argument at you. That was until someone respond in the comment, and guess who responded to it? Okay, maybe me, but guess who did it first before I did? Yes, it's TonySonic. and he spawned from the Robotnik comic and said the Death Egg robot is one of most iconic bosses in Sonic history because its difficulty. Yeah, it may be hard, but people love it because of that. Unlike Robotnik, better Robotnik besides, who so hard it's bullshit. So yeah, you triggered anyone by that, mate. I mean, seriously. What the fuck?
My eyes!
Funny, but you already sinned this.
Hey, look, it's bounced the level.
Hey look, who cares?
Where do I go?
Figure it out or stay here forever, wimp.
So Shari sitting the same thing multiple times is bad, but you sitting the same thing multiple times is okay, I guess.
Okay, I don't understand what your editor is doing because what the f is going on with the background, mate? What the f? Well, that and TonySonic did like the Birdman and add a video where Chara 5 or similar sins, multiple sin. I mean, jeez or rees. Am I surrounded by idiot similar sins fans or Metal Blade 5?
Yes.
Eggman made an insta-death laser that ignores my ring count and never uses it again.
Because he's made several superior machines since then.
Name one. Because the only other thing I can think of that Robotnik's come up with that ignores your ring count in any other Sonic game is the hand in one boss in Sonic Advance 2.
When TonySonic says superior machine, he refer robots that is surpass the original, mate. As in, out of the old and into the new, mate. That is way better. Bigger, better, faster, stronger, mate. I mean, in Sonic Advance 1, Eggman thinks that Beta is better than Gamma. And Omega is much more superior to the most of the E-Series robots. Are you saying these are not count as superior robots? I mean, seriously. What the fuck?
Cool, I love that for bonus stage I get to play more pinball.
Everything wrong with Sonic Spinball, ladies and gentlemen. A pinball platformer makes you play pinball.
But what if he just wants some of that variety you defended Marble Zone with? Huh? This video is so frustrating to watch.
This video is very frustrated.
Shut up, man!
If and when you die, and trust me, you will die in this game, every path you unlock resets, meaning you have to unlock everything again. And you can say, oh, that's not so bad, it's just pinball. No, it is not. The objective of pinball is to score points no more. Here I have to get emeralds, we should beat the boss, and move on to the next stage, which is impossible with a pinball platformer. And yes, you can slightly move left and right midair, but that hardly makes a difference if you're bouncing off shit all the time, picking up momentum every time you do.
A, this is normal for games that came out in the 90s.
What's normal? He listed like 3 things there. Do you mean there not being checkpoints? Because that's wrong. Most other games in the 90s did have checkpoints.
And I gotta stop you right there because TonySonic is referring to pinball games on the 90s. You donkey. I mean, seriously. There's no checkpoint at pinball games. Only scores, mate. I mean, seriously. Pokemon pinball game. They don't have checkpoints, mate. I mean, seriously. How did you not realize that TonySonic referred to pinball games? from the 90s. You donkey!
B, it's not impossible. It's difficult, but not impossible, for those of us who are competent. And C, you can still control Sonic's movement a little bit.
Shari acknowledged that before basically saying that it didn't matter because of just how much you were bouncing off of in Spinball.
And yes, you can slightly move left and right midair, but that hardly makes a difference if you're bouncing off shit all the time, picking up momentum every time you...
Okay, you had a point that Charlie did mention the movement, and Tony didn't, well, hear that part.
Anyway, literally none of his other points are even slightly interesting, so I'm going to end it here. Final thoughts? This video just came off like he was trying to respond to Shari through making as many quips as possible as opposed to actually arguing against what Shari was saying. I understand that these everything wrong with videos are usually very simplified, however, this was so much so to the point where I'm not even sure what he was trying to argue half the time. Overall, this video was just an incredibly frustrating watch, as I continuously had to guess as to what his point even was. And the fact that he was more focused with just saying, "You're wrong," as opposed to actually explaining why Shari's wrong didn't help matters. Good night, and good luck.
By the spark of life. This guy really doesn't pay attention or even research what Tony is doing. And yes, he had some good points about the movement, pinball move thing. But the rest, holy Cybertron. And I cannot believe to say this, but there is someone that is incompetent YouTuber of all time than Ace Trainer Liam. Like, wow. I can't believe this guy really never... Jeez, raise. Hey, you dumbasses, flat earthers. Next time you do YouTube videos,
Use the Google, mates. Seriously, it's right there. Research it. God.
ugh. Hey guys, sorry about what happened before. I had to relax for a moment. And if anyone noticed, I didn't do anything wrong with videos this time, but a reaction video. Why? Well, I want to, defend my bird brothers, mate. And yes, I call the group Bird Brothers because the Birdman started all. So, yeah. I am doing a reaction video to defend them from the reaction videos that is, well, make no sense. And if this guy tried to do a reaction video to my brother's videos, well...
If you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs.
So, yeah, you will get that. And that's it. That's the end of my reaction video, mates. So, yeah, I will still continue on working on the Everything Wrong with Ace Trainer Liam videos. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, mates. Bye.
Dennis! You know what I said about bullying Henry. Now you're gonna get it. Oh God, no! Get over here!